Hello, welcome back to the the web games, the type of thing that you do when you don't know what to do, and that's me right now. I don't know what to do. Uh, I apologize if there's any issues in the choppiness of this thing. Quite frankly, I just don't know what is even happening. But on my phone, it looks fine, and I'm gonna trust that it's my computer that is considering itself crazy. You know, OBS and Twitch and everything. It's running out of patience. Um, Regardless, we're playing the Doge, and if I sound a bit weird or if I speak in a different pattern, it's because I like bit the back right of my tongue very hard, like full, like biting through a piece of meat level hard, but on my tongue, and that is, let's just say, it does not feel right. But that's the kind of situation in which one might find oneself. Okay, where are we? I always guess India. Oh, sometimes this shit just pays off. Am I a minute into the video? I'm about a minute into the video. I mean, YouTube said they removed the demonetization if you swear, but I'm not monetized anyway. I can probably name every country bordering India. Bangladesh, Nepal, uh, Pakistan. Yeah, that's about right. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else would really make sense here. Don't ask complicated questions. That's my phrase, I think. Don't ask. I've been saying that a lot, and I don't know where I got it from. It's the first time It's my novel phrase for once. Very nice. This to me seems like it's like Finland but without the tip. So maybe this is Sweden rotated. What if it wasn't? Okay, no, I don't know. Martinique. Oh, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. How could I possibly have gotten that? That's just not like conceivable, man. That's inconceivable. That's unbelievable. How? Okay, well, shit. Okay, I'm in shock, man. Um, well, if we're gonna keep that level of optimism, then I guess we'll do GeoGrid. Do one extra zoom on that job right there. Yeah, one extra zoom seems right. I don't like it when half the text is shown though. Okay, GDP per capita over 5k and warm. I guess Singapore for wealth cases last time, but maybe Singapore. I don't know what the distribution is. Very warm, very wealthy. At least wealthy enough. I'm just gonna put Singapore anyway, and hopefully, yeah, okay, something like this. Rainy, warm places. That's most of them. How about Panama? There we go. Just something near the equator. Multiple words. I'm gonna type the Republic, and then we're just gonna pick one. There we go. Short coastline, but has a coastline. Um, Bosnia. Okay, fair enough. Uh, Short coastline and rainy. So maybe a landlocked. Not landlocked. It has to have a coastline, just a short one. Suriname. That's clever from me. Uh, Dominican Republic. Oh, that was risky because I don't actually know the coastline of that. Low capital. Uh, Australia. Hundo P. Rainy and low capital. I don't actually know who. This is like real tricky. How about Belize? There we go. Multiple words and low capital. There's a lot of people living in African countries, and if I remember correctly, it depends on which one though. I don't know which is which, so I shouldn't guess blindly. New Zealand, I can't imagine, has more than 5 million in any city. To be honest with you, we barely scratched that level, and we have more people than them. I think. There we go. I mean, we didn't get the best rarities, but hey, I'll take a low scoring rank. I'll be the king of the trash heap. In a situation like this, I'm perfectly happy playing that kind of role. Uh, Speaking of Flagel, that was a terrible transition, but don't worry about it. Austria, maybe. How about that? No, that's Albania. Yeah, it's that flag. You know, if you show this to someone who's never seen a country's flag before, but has been like paranoid by like Twitter, they would not be happy with the color matching and the patterning on this flag. But it is just the flag of Albania. I don't know. Is that a rooster? Is it an emu? It looks like that bird from Kung Fu Panda 2. You know, which I don't. I may have named it. I don't actually know what kind of bird that is. I'm gonna level with you. I'm just gonna be frank. Don't start beef with B Frank, who hangs in B Franks, giving ladies B Franks. That's a epic rap battle reference for those of you who are thankfully, maybe not thankfully, anyway. People will diss epic rap battles for no reason. It's a humorous way to spend 2 to 5 minutes whenever you're bored. You know, some people diss it. That's fine, I guess. Bando mean. I hit 82 and 400. I don't know what this is. What I want. I don't know what the song name is, you know? I'm just gonna type this even though I know that's not it. How funky of you. I don't know it. I don't know it any more than I knew it before. Is this Don't Worry, Be Happy? No, I'm just making shit up. I know this song. I just don't know what it's called, and I don't have any barometer with which to transfer this knowledge. You know? Yeah, no, I don't know it, man. Oh, come to me. Oh, come on, pull. I don't know it. I'm sorry. Seductress. Yeah, it's not that one. I don't know, Vixen. I don't know. I don't have a. Yeah, man. I give up. Man Eater. John and Oates. No, Hall and Oates. Who the fuck is this John and Oates, bro? Like I said, John and Oates. I read John Oates. The sounds made up, but I'm sure it's because people use John as like a fill-in name for so long and so often that whenever someone's name is actually John, I'm like, well, that can't be. Turns out it can be. In fact, it is B. That's fine though. Okay, let's move on swiftly into America. Guessville. High percentage of white people. Furthest from most in the middle of nowhere. Depending on the place, you could have a situation. But this is the urban area of Salt Lake City versus this is what, California. I have to imagine California's got more diversity. More for Harris, California urban area, or what is MO? Missouri? I have no idea, but I have to imagine it's California. People who only speak English at home. Well, New York is diverse, but also probably it's like one of those other kinds of diversity where people don't speak their language anymore. I don't know. I don't actually know anything. I'm just making shit up. But this seems like one of the widest places of all time. More smokers. Do people smoke more in Orange County or Erie County? Pennsylvania or California? I have to imagine California is still on the woke wave microwave. My bad. More Gen Alphas. This is a coded way to ask where have people been fucking more, which is probably a better way to ask where is it more affordable and reasonable to live, and where's the place that people feel comfortable settling down. North Carolina probably has more kids being produced. Let's be honest. Okay, very easy day today. It was basically like a demographics the game. All of this is demographics the game, and this one, which is like, or another method. It's like, I guess the game is demographics, but this was like, it wasn't like mean temperature coded by elevation. It was like just where are people old, young, white, like it's just like basically that over and over, which is nice to see sometimes. It's good to get a floor list before we move into my modern favorite, Rule 34 rule. We have to do the daily challenge first, of course, before we have a crack. Luxray versus Ivy from Fire Emblem. Luxray, as Pokemon hentai goes, pretty popular, pretty up there. No one, probably not as good as popular rather. Let's not really reveal one's preferences. As Lucario, in terms of like metrics, Lucario is already naturally anthropomorphized. Ivy Fire Emblem. I don't know how powerful. Again, my brain's cooked. I don't know how popular this Fire Emblem character is. So I'm gonna err on the side of Pokemon on this one. Good day, Meowstic or Tiny Tiger. I've never seen this thing in my life, and Meowstic is like, I mean, that's underrating the impact of Meowstic. When in doubt, just click. Okay, never mind. This is one of the most popular One Piece characters of all time, and I've never heard of them. That's fair. Sonic or Buizel? This is not Sonic. This is Marine the Raccoon. They gave a like and like comparison here. Very similar color palettes, except there's green on here. There's not green on here. Buizel probably not that popular, although because Ash had a Buizel, there could be a number pumping situation. But I'm gonna have to. Okay, that was the right metric. I just don't know. Whenever there's a Sonic character that's not like Sonic, Shadow, and like the what's her name? Pink one? Amy? Amy and Tails and Knuckles. Those are the 5 characters I know. And if there's a character that's not one of those, I'm basically gambling on whether it was an insanely popular character or like a one-off. I can't imagine like this is not monster enough for the monster fuckers. So like I'm gonna go with the One Piece character that I've never seen before either. We keep seeing Mash Kyrie Light. Urshifu also, I mean, very generic, no disrespect to Urshifu, but also like very easy to just draw a penis on. This is like, I don't know. Okay, I should remember this. This is 6-7. Yeah. Okay, girlfriend from Fighting After. But this thing, that's William Afton? I don't know what that means. Nothing to me. I've seen a lot. I mean, I've seen a lot of art of this thing. I've not seen any art of this, but it might. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's for once my metric is right. Hilda and Hilbert, or Gemma from Monster Hunter Wild. This is like, I mean, there's Pokemon popularity contest, and also that this is the default male trainer in this game. So if you're gonna get any like trainer X, other trainer X Pokemon art, you're gonna get a lot of Hilbert just by default, but it may not even be tagged as that in that case. So I'm gonna go with like the more, mainstream attractive woman. I think that it was close. Don't get me wrong. Okay, last time around, I thought this was not popular. It turns out it was very popular. So I'm gonna like use my intel on this one. Ibuki from Street Fighter 3, though, which I don't think it must be one of the less popular ones because I don't hear about it very much. Aura from Fortnite. This is the thing. Fortnite has insane numbers sometimes, so you just don't know when it's right, when it's wrong. I just don't know. Okay, we're gonna go back to main before we'll do one run. Asgore, pretty high up there, I have to imagine. This motherfucker's name is really Hiccup Horrendous Haddock the Third. That's like they can't be doing that. That's not right. Anyway, it's Asgore, doubling. Niana's. I mean, this in terms of mainstream. Really? Okay, never mind. I thought this was like a mainstream diff, but then maybe it's a different kind of thing. Give me one more run. Surely Lucina clears, just like off base. Again, I'm very surprised that How to Train Your Dragon actually got that much, it was a decent movie, don't get me wrong, but I felt like maybe it just came out at the right time. Devil May Cry Lady? Is it just a generic lady, or is the character's name Deadass Lady? I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, listen, when you've never heard of a character, you have to gamble. Yeah, this is the one, yes, okay. So I was like, my point is proven here, actually. I should stick to my own rule. I mean, when in doubt, 37,000 is hard to gamble against. Yuna or Cherry? I mean, Final Fantasy is very popular as a franchise. I can't really bet against it, even if it's a random Final Fantasy. When in doubt, again, just... Okay, that was close. You know what? I'm happy with that. One day we'll break it and go into the 10s. But for now, AO3 do. We'll do the daily challenge. This is, again, I looked at... there was a tweet not long ago that showed like the monthly top ships rankings, and it really put into perspective the kind of stuff that's popular on this. That I mean, Deku and Bakugo still being like number 2 or something is like ridiculous. I mean this with like no disrespect whatsoever. I understand it because I was there. Like I was on like Undertale Launch Zero. I know about the ectoplasmic skeleton peni. I don't know why we ditched that, by the way. Those were actually pretty, as designs go, those were pretty good. But I guess my point is that it's basic. If you have like a brain worm and you just. I'm trying not to say this in a mean way, but every single phrasing I come up is just making it mean. You know, I'm trying to come like because I'm sympathetic to this urge because I've written fan fiction. I've been there. I've been there, but for the grace of like you know being slightly differently coded, go I guess. You know what? I'm just not gonna say anything. Let's just run it. Lupin the Third versus Homestuck. Homestuck surely still runs the gamut. Never mind, y'all. It doesn't run any gamut, and there might not be a popular Homestuck character. One day I will read Homestuck. That's one of those things that I say I won't do, but I probably will at some point, just because, just because. Fallout 4 surely not very popular. Very close, in fact. Tangled the movie, the Tumblr sexy man, but this is not Tumblr. Yeah. There's no I mean, no disrespect. When in doubt, click Haikyuu. Sherlock Holmes' father doesn't even exist. Overhaul, I mean, you can get real freaky with the abilities and like the power dynamics of Overhaul. I have to imagine this is a popular ship thing going on here. Yes, we're just gonna vote against Peter 3 out of principle. I don't really care. That's what the hell is even that? I'm gonna pick this just because what is even that? Why is it? Eddie Munson from Stranger Things or Dragon Age Inquisition, a video game. I can't imagine this is very popular. Stranger Things has got insane mainstream. You know what? I've just realized what it is, and I've got the phrasing for it. It's when it's in us at every point, and not or some of us more than others, but like your upbringing and what kind of stuff you're exposed to, what kind of stuff you understand exists is what lets it out, right? But you've got that dog in you, you've got that freak in you. There's no shot. This is okay. Never mind. Emma Sky, Hoazuki Akane. Now I learn her Japanese name. I mean, there's an Uchiha. I know that. That's a clan. Yeah, we'll do one round of this. But while I speak here, I mean, surely Avatar, right? No disrespect. It's when you're basically like when you're not specced into the freak gene, right? When you're not, reading and watching and playing too much freaky stuff. I'm being careful. I could say more. I'm not saying more for YouTube's sake, okay? But it's within you. It's latent, right? It's like an untapped vein of oil or something, and then you're watching a show or you're watching an animated series, and it like you accidentally pierce that vein, and you've unlocked something in you, but you don't know how to like direct it because you can't channel it into like something else, you can't if you're not, or if you're like not predisposed, you've sort of your upbringing does not leave you open-minded to other avenues. You're like, well, this is what inspired it. This is how we have to like let it out. And that's how you end up writing Stranger Things fan fiction. And I mean this, like, there's just better ways to get your kicks. Not even get your kicks is like the crudest and least like artistic way to phrase it. More appropriately, there are more interesting and rewarding stories, pieces of art, and like even literature that will arouse you and also like stimulate your mind that are not Stranger Things, writing or reading Stranger Things fan fiction. But that's not to say that Stranger Things it's impossible to produce something good. It's just like it's put it this way. I'm a fanatic of the air fryer and the microwave, but it's undeniable that certainly the best meals that one could produce is utilizing, your stovetop, your kitchen knife, well sharpened, and a good cutting board, preparation of materials, spice cabinets, and everything. Like there's only so much you can get away with using like shortcuts and little corners to cut and stuff like that. I would put it in the same sort of realm, right? It's like when you're hungry for chicken, but the only chicken you've ever even considered eating is the like, air fried chicken nuggets. There's nothing wrong with the air fried chicken nuggets, and you can even make air fried chicken nuggets better than in a restaurant if you are like really about it. Like if you start breading your own chicken and doing like it's just like it's a piece of technology. It'll do as much as you can get out of it. But effectively, I'm trying to say is that you could get some of the best chicken of your life if you just broaden your horizons a little bit. Like I'm looking at some of these people, and I'm just saying like we are, and like there's nothing wrong with being there, but you gotta, you know what I'm saying. You know, as this is not a. Am I using this phrase from moratorium that came up? Yeah, I'm not calling for a moratorium on fan fiction. To be clear, I'm saying that you got to tap into other stuff. You know, it wouldn't bother me if there wasn't any hypocrisy, but there is some here and there. Anyway, I can't imagine Gundam Wing is pulling Avatar numbers, or even on a character that's not like old. Hell of a boss. This is the one that with the meme that like, can we not talk about that right now? I don't know how popular, but let's run it. Maybe we'll beat a record. Holy shit! I hope this is not more than like 500. Oh god. Maybe you know what? Maybe he talks dirty in your mic. Skeppy. Skeppy uses subbot. I know that meme. I was around in some sense, but I was a vicious anti-Dream person for no reason. And then when Dream started like acting weird, I was like, you know what? And he cheated in the stuff. The weird stuff is just like, you know, that's between him and him, really. I don't really, you know, it's weird for sure. But, like, you know, a lot of things are weird. But him cheating in that Minecraft thing, I was like, okay, now we can, you know, I finally got to use the meme that's like when you hated someone for no reason and now you got a legitimate reason to hate them, you know? Handshake emoji. Okay, anyway, we can't beat our streak of 5. I just don't know ball. Disorderly, do you have anything fresh? You do have something fresh. Let's go. TV troublemakers. I've not heard of a single one of these names. Holy shit! You can just submit it and swap one, and then it's that fucking easy. Sometimes I was about to switch it, but then I was like, you know what? Let's just submit it for the sake of it, and then they onto you. Yeah, I want to reject all. Fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. Yep, I said it. Sorry, I'm feeling really energetic because I'm trying to actually say what I mean what I say sometimes. Honeycrisp, these are Apple brands. Gala, Fuji, Honeycrisp, and Clocks. Which one of these is an Apple brand? It's not brand, it's like a breed, I guess. Everest? It might be Everest. Okay, we're not gonna lose our mind just on this, but we know that there's an Apple brand in here. Hundo P, there's no shot that this would be a misdirect. People don't know Apple brands. Lead, direct, captain, head to be at the forefront of command. Annapolis. This is like furniture that's named after a place. I'm so close, but you know I'm right. It's Clocks, Crocs, Converse. One of these is footwear. I don't know it. Fuji, Everest. It could be a mount thing. This could actually just dead ass be a misdirect. Oh, fucking hell. Now you've really tickled me, and I shouldn't have wasted that. What am I doing? If you don't know it, don't submit it. I guess you have to guess at some point. Annapolis is really fucking me. Camper is also really fucking me. I don't know what it is. Because this footwear brands is in here, and Apple is in here, and Mountain is in here. But there's one dubious in each case, and I don't know which is which. Bobsled. Tallest thing at some point. I don't know. Okay. It starts with C. We'll take those. So either Empire doesn't strike me. Maybe Empire is an apple. Maybe that's what's going on here. Holy shit. How do you like them apples? Don't get smart and cute with me, you piece of shit. Stick to the facts. Sorry. Starting with palindromic names. Actual bullshit, like things that makes no sense. You could not have gotten this in any way. Otto is not even like, that's a name, but you're not gonna. Eve, Anna, and Bob are at least like stereotypical names. I mean, Otto, like, isn't that the Frozen Man? Like, are we really stretching it? Would really, there must be people named Otto, and if you are named Otto, I don't think you would even disagree that this is like out of the bounds of what you would consider reasonable. But anyway, run me thrice. Let's look at the cam out. The Pozidriv is an improved version of what? Tool head opening. What the fuck do you mean tool? What is tool head opening, man? Drill. Flathead. Phillips. Yeah, cool. I mean, I'm just named screwdrivers, I guess. Had to get there at some point. I don't know the designation, so it's a guess. First, music by a Cuban violinist. How about waltz? I almost typed salsa. Mambo. Cha-cha. Yes. The fucking slide. Thin, boring cookie brand. I don't know your thin, boring cookie brand. Malts. Synthetic vanillin. Nabisco. I don't know. What the hell is a Nilla wafer, you American fucking website? What the hell is a Nilla wafer? I've never heard of them. Serious. Couple of alter egos of what Marvel superhero? Deadpool, probably. I don't know. Stunt-loving superhero. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Robbie Reyes. That's a familiar name. There's a stunt-loving superhero? Daredevil? Oh, it's Ghost Rider. I thought Ghost Rider was not in... But Ghost Rider is a title. That's right. I do remember that. The source of the Niger River is in the highlands of what African country that shares a border with Guinea-Bissau? Mali? I'm just naming West African countries. Very few guinea pigs. Guinea-Bissau. Okay, fine. There's 3 guineas, first of all, so I'm just gonna not even dispute it. I'm just gonna tell you to be reasonable with your options here. There's no shot I'm getting it like that, you know? Like, who do you think I am? I'm not that guy. I'm not him. It is what it is. Soup. This is... Okay, these are tortilla strips. I thought this was like a soybean thing. Tortilla strips tells me, I don't know, Mexico? First try. They have logos and stuff now. It's been bought by private equity, by the way, so expect that kind of thing. Yeah, soup, lime soup. Sure. I mean, it can't taste that bad, can it? Flour and yeast. Double decker. Could be literally anywhere. Lard optional. United States. Nope, never mind. United Kingdom. Zweiback. Germany. Belgium. Switzerland. Round over. Netherlands and Russia. That's why you were fucking me up, man. Twice braked. Zweiback. Ah. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yeah, man, it's bread. The Mennonite community. Green pancake. Literally green pancake. Okay. I think I may have eaten these. Maybe. Very thin. Strikes me as a pandan. We typed Malaysia. I should never have typed anything but Indonesia. Fuck. Yeah, man, I would eat the street food pancake. Slightly below average because we fucked up on the second one, but we still got points for some reason. Don't question it. We're not gonna do quick play. We're a daily gamer, and it's the day. Northern Mariana Islands. Great. How am I supposed to? I don't know, man. Okay, I guess I got it right. Zimbabwe. This is famously the grill. We've seen this one before. Ecuador. Probably this one. Yep. Aruba. I don't know where Aruba is, my friend. I was gonna say it looks a bit like ice cream, but then again, Serbia. They like meat in Serbia. They like meat everywhere, but especially in Serbia, I presume. Ireland. That's Jamaica. This one. No, yeah, it's never mind. Maybe there's an overlap. Burkina Faso. Uh, the place that looks like it may be in Africa. Which dish belongs to Mali's cuisine? I don't know. This one I think was no. I'm acting as if I right now. That's a spring roll, so I'm gonna pick the bean. Okay, I mean we were goaded today. I would just say that. I mean I think we may be the top three. Never mind. We're in the top 50, maybe potentially. Beyond ham or chanfanira. Ham or meal. People like ham. People like ham more than I like ham, but I don't mind ham at all. Sort of a fried thingy. Chestnut flour. It's not the best. But people don't like food that looks like this, even though this is just basically like what food looks like. Gimbap. People think this is just sushi, right? So people might just vote on it, and this also just doesn't look like a great photo. If this had a good photo of it, it would be higher. Hot buttered rum, maybe. Okay, that's a good looking cake, but hot buttered rum has to beat it. I'm just saying. I'm picking the beautiful looking sponge cake. Oh my god, that looks good. Oh, I'm hungry. Huevos rancheros. Por favor, my friend. Spam sushi or tahu kompor, tung tong tong sahur, which is from Indonesia, to be clear. Yeah, people like sushi, and people actually respect fam. Now, if I've seen this like 100 billion times in my real life, including in my present pantry. Cheese Dream, that looks poisoned. So I'm gonna pick the thing that people don't know. This tastes great. It's basically just like a fried thingy. Like that's all. It's fried flour. It tastes great. The colors mean nothing. It just looks like that. Pisang coconut? Yeah, when I drink coconut, I am also pisang. That's not that funny. It doesn't warrant it. People love falafel. Okay, I would also pick that one. I was expecting people to pick falafel. I'm not gonna lie to you. What the baked pasta? Okay, the thing is, this sounds delicious, but we can't see inside. This is like you see it exactly, but it's also sort of a plainer version. It could have been gone either way. I don't really know. Bang, average-ish. I don't know. I mean, we kind of got the average, so we can't have been any more bang than the average gets, as you might phrase it. Okay. Simple day. Vietnam War had a screenshot on Mac. Vietnam War is at least like enough in people's minds, and I have to imagine Mac people know how to. Okay, never mind. Mac users are. It'll be too techy to insult Mac users. Djokovic. I mean, people like tennis, right? Surely he's popular. Yeah. Go Markiplier. People aren't googling Markiplier. They're going to YouTube to check Markiplier. And also, Markiplier is just not as popular as Novak Djokovic. Not that he would be a really crazy person. This should be a much higher. I'm just saying it. There's no shot that's not the case. Microsoft. Yeah, for the stock market, take 100%. Not a great day for me on the Google search, but that's fine. Aerosmith and Vanilla Ice. Both kind of unk music. Aerosmith probably more popular. Yes, by a magnitude of 10, I think. Shawn Mendes. Now, okay. Last time I saw a picture of Sean. He was looking like he did in that music video, probably 10 plus years ago. Very youthful. Now he's going for that. He's trying to be grizzled. I have to imagine he's still popular enough. He makes very generic music. Charlie Puth also had his day in the sun. Not a joke intended looking at this photo. I don't actually have a good metric, but that's a lot of numbers, and I don't know if he's got that kind of pull still. Yeah, it was a toss-up, Big Sean, I can't imagine Big Sean is really pulling 48. No disrespect to Big Sean. You look, not just, I mean, like, you might be a very kind and loving soul, but you have the You reminded me instantly of that TPUSA I just want to kiss my fish video, which I guess was a live stream. And you know what? You mocked Big Sean, so for that, you can only get praise, I suppose. Movie rating: Spider-Man 3 or The Truman Show. Best movie of all time, arguably, or Spider-Man 3, which is like not bad, to be clear. This is an insane underrating. I'm just saying it right there, but that's because The Truman Show is one of my favorite movies of all time. John Wick may outrate it, but I'm going to vote with my soul here. Yeah, my soul wins. Yeah, it's not going to be High School Musical 2. That's just like, I mean, pack one, pick one. Iron Man 3, I mean, I love how they put this as if that's like, I guess they were sort of like still selling people on the MCU at this point. This shit is terrible. I'm like, think about even the worst, some of the worst. I mean, like Thor: The Dark World, for example. I don't think is like that good at all, really. But like even the bad Iron Man movies are still like fun to watch because at least you get to see an Iron Man suit up scene, and they were still doing interesting stuff with the technology of like suiting up back then. Yeah, it's gonna be the billions of dollars. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's gonna be the billions of dollars. But you know what I mean, right? Like a bad superhero movie depends on the superhero, which like whether it's cool or not. Like a bad Thor movie, you're gonna get the same old lightning and stuff. Maybe it's just a preference thing. I just love the like, you know, the Iron Man 1 to through the 2 and maybe I think 3 as well. Right before nanomachines and like that kind of tech took over, I'm a huge fan of that sort of like, you know, gears whirring, clinking around and stuff, that kind of thing. I can't imagine it as $100 million piece of plastic or piece of paper even. It must be worth a lot, but 100 million at that point was starting to really beg the question of demand. Yeah, this shit is worth a lot of money. Yeah, it's an emerald tiara, even if those emeralds are like whatever. The first folio of his works, probably around 5 million, not 12. Okay, 10. Pretty close to the tiara. And honestly, probably worth more in a real sense. There's like 50 at most, and there's surely more than 50 cat breeds. Yeah, there we go. That's about right. For the states and stuff. This is, well, we can just do the math on this. For it to be larger, it would have to be more than 9. I have to imagine it's more than 9. 9 wide. That's what? 15, right? Squared. Songs the Beatles released. They did not release 225 songs. I'm going to stop you right there. It was very close, to be clear. Years it took. This is either like 400 or 10. I think it's more of a 400 situation. Okay. I mean, like, I could have really been... this is like 1,000, right? 450? You know what? Fuck it. Stop recycling. That's fine. This is the joke. So recycle in a reasonable amount. Don't lose your head over it, you know. If it brings you your soul satisfaction, I think recycle more. You know? That's how I would put it. To be clear, I recycle. I mean, I'm even annoying about it sometimes. But sometimes you just like if it's just inconvenient to put some things in the recycling bin because of like it'll attract bugs or something like that. You can catch me. I'm not at the Japan level of I gotta rinse it out and switch the caps and do all this stuff. Like we're not there yet. You're gonna have to do a bit of selling to me to convince me that. But I could get used to it. I mean, it's just like an extra 10 minutes per week in the routine, basically. Like it's just about the level of lazy that you're accustomed to at the end of the day. So I wouldn't stress it. At the end of the day, okay, a very easily cuttable shape here. I oversold it. I was too optimistic. It's fine though. Cost total. Costco dried plums. What's 3.5 pounds is like under 2 kilos? Under 2 kilos of dried plums. I don't know how much a plum is worth. I haven't really bought a plum in a long time. I don't mind a plum, but it's just like it's the kind of thing you might get like pickled or you're not buying a fresh plum. I'm not, at least. It's not really a bite into type of fruit to me. It's I don't know. A great plum is hard to find. Also, that's another thing. I've been around this block. Okay. I don't have a good metric. Okay, $8.99, $9. Fair enough. I mean, what would you want me to say about that one, you know? It is what it is. In a matter of what the my frames just okay, something is going on with my computer. How can my encoding be overloaded? That should have made no sense. Okay, the Corsair server should not be running. I don't have a Corsair like device, bro. What are we doing here? This shit needs to end. Hundo P and such. Okay, cool. Okay.
Scrapple.
Scrapple.
A noun meaning a seasoned mixture of ground meat such as stench. A noun meaning stink.
You said it. A noun meaning stink.
Piper. A noun meaning one that plays on a pipe.
One that pipes. Amen.
Tibia. A noun meaning the inner.
The born.
Promise. A noun meaning a declaration
Of independence.
Charred. A verb meaning to convert to charcoal or carbon, usually by heat.
No, I guess that's a. Is that the original etymological pathway? It's interesting.
Ursine. A adjective meaning
of bear.
or relating to a. Chemistry. A noun meaning a sign.
Applied physics.
Obvious. A adjective meaning easily
which is of course applied maths.
Cytoplasm. A noun meaning the organized
organized compound.
Acacias. A noun meaning gum Arabic. The word acacia originates from
Acacias. Minecraft helped me with that one.
portmanteau. A noun meaning a word. Flagellum. A noun meaning any of various elongated.
Yes, I've seen them.
Nonage. A noun meaning minority.
Nonage.
Agate. A noun meaning a fine-grained.
Oh, so what'd you call me? Sorry. I can't resist. It was too easy. Also, AGATE. I've not heard that one before. How do you want to open this? I don't want to open anything. What just happened? I clicked on something I didn't ask you to open a path I've never opened before. Crazy work. Crazy work. Okay, minute cryptic me. Homeless. Say, you and I can trade places in Deluxe Retreat. Deluxe Retreat. You and I can trade places. You and I. Delix. You and I. Swap you and I. Homeless. Remove the letters of home. HOME. DLIXRTRAT. That doesn't seem right. New definition. It's homeless? Question mark. A kind of homelessness. I got no clue, man. Oh, exiled. Okay, that's clever. Exiled. Retreat is the indicator for this. I mean, you can be home. You can have a home and be exiled. You just need to make your home. I think that's the kind of situation that you're in. But I get it. I get it. They're being clever with it. That one I'm not so mad at. That one I actually think is reasonable. The polygons. They're getting okay. So I see Mario Kart. Maybe it's the original. I don't know. But this looks kind of 64-ish. What do you mean Mario Kart 64 came out on a Wii U? What are we doing here? 8. They released everything on the Wii U. I shouldn't be so. Tour? I don't know which Mario Kart this is, man. If it came out on the Wii U, it might be a Wii game. Mario Kart Superstar. I don't know if that's what it is called. Super Circuit. Is this the Labo? The Game Boy Advance. Okay. The World of Long Play. It's back when long play was a phrase. Jesus. I guess it still is. Phrases don't get deleted, but you know what I mean. This, I don't know what this is. Is Castlevania Chronicles? The PS3 game, at least. Okay, maybe it's an Uncharted 2 Among Thieves situation. No, but it is an adventure game. I don't know what this is, man. Tomb Raider New. That came out and everything, but it's also not this. It's age restricted and it's Thief, which I've not heard of. I've heard of the concept, of course. Okay, this is. I've seen this thing before, but I don't know it just off of a leg. Maybe, you know what? It's maybe so generic I don't know it at all. Nope, I have no clue. Yeah, I don't know, man. Halo. Sergeant Major Avery Jr. Johnson. It's a mouthful. Say that 5 times fast. Fair enough. First love time skips eye tracking. Eye tracking, huh? You know what? I'm just gonna see this because this seems interesting. Piano lessons. I don't know it, to be clear. Real life blinking. 7 years in development, as I tell you, before your eyes. It's like a creativity exercise. That's interesting, I guess. I'm thinking Half-Life 2, episode 2. Okay, older than 2007, but within the range. It is a single-player only game that may be a puzzle or a shooter. Not from Valve, though. So EA was involved in publishing. I guess maybe on the consoles there was a thing going on there. No, Call of Duty Black Ops, the original. I don't have any good frame of reference. This one came. This was a 2010 situation, not a shooter. It's a puzzle game. Okay, I got no clue, man. Sure, man. Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth. What a crazy mouthful, bro. How many FIFAs? Yeah, man. Joe Madden Football 2. That's the one. That's the one right there. I'm just guessing stuff, man. I don't actually have a clue. It's gonna give me the year, isn't it? 2002. Yeah, I got no clue. 2002 puzzle game. You may as well just ask me to end it all. Yeah, Danganronpa. That's the one. It's a text game. Okay, text puzzle game from 02. That's a lot of them, to be clear. The other Call of Cthulhu, Siberia, but with a Y. Ah, yes. Why did I even bother, man? Why do I do these things to myself? This is an interesting one. I don't know what I'm even looking at. Is that no? This is Slay the Spire. Maybe Slay the Spire 2. I don't know. Never mind. It looks like a Slay the Spire, but it's not. Maybe this is like. I was gonna say Mario for some reason, as if this was an Xbox PS3 game. And I have no clue. What is that? 2011. I'm looking, but I really don't have any idea. It was El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. Okay, from the El Shaddai franchise. Must not survive the COVID transition or something tricky like that. Cause can't say I've ever heard of it. And I can't say I ever will. Ever again. Oh. Bam. Okay, Psychic and Steel. Hit me with a matang, y'all. Psychic first. Beldum? I type Beltum. That's funny, but Not that funny. Dragon Psychic. This shouldn't be as hard as I think it is. He froze? Yeah, it's Dialga. Hoge Daymaru. That's the one. I could just type Chimchar. Helioptile. For a little niche pick, maybe? The Sinnoh Dragon. How could I have guessed? Palkia. Dragon Electric Zekrom, my friend. And now for the one that I struggled to think of in the first place. So let me think. If talking, it's probably gonna be a special attacker, as most psychic types are. Is there a mecha that does it? It's not in. There's no dragon psychics in Gen 1 or Gen 2, by my understanding. Gen 3 seems likely. I can think of a dragon fighting Komodo and stuff, but. Oh. It seems like a legendary typing. A lot of dragons are legendaries. I don't know it. And I'm not going to say have 10 minutes to figure it out because I know it, but like it's deep in my brain. What is it? The Crossmaster Dragon type? Ultra only. That's because the other one sounds like only. Yeah, I mean, that's the shit. And the Laddie Eyes. I was thinking, it's like Gen 3, there's gotta be one. It's the Laddie, it's the Late Eyes, and then the Necrozma, Ultra Super Mega. The light that burns the sky. Yes, I know. I played the game, but you know, I can't. And Necrozma is really like up there in my memory. No disrespect to the big cross, as it were, which I don't think Necrozma would appreciate too, being referred to that way. Settings. Cards from all set. I mean, I have every Pokemon generation selected, right? Yeah, include form. We're doing everything, obviously. Swaloon me. Second stage, fully evolved. Earlier gen is among the trees, but not only in the trees. 2 stages is really tricky, because there's not that many of them, I think. I don't know, Meowstic? It's probably not Meowstic, but it's a good type guess here. It is a dual type. It has either blue or white. It is a newer generation, so now you're really tricking me here. It's 2 stages is really hard. Fuck it. I don't know, Melmetal? That doesn't help me, and we know it's not that. But Aromatisse, even though it's not a, you know what I mean. Okay, Aromatisse is Gen 6. I'm deadass, did not know that. I'm gonna be frank with you. If you had forced me to decide just now, I would have been like, nope, that's not a Gen 6 Pokemon, but turns out that's not the case. Braviary Hisui. I got the colors right, but it is a Gen 9. It's a poison type from Gen 9. It's Revolverum. It's not. Okay. It's a white and grey poison type from Gen 9. This should be pretty much GG. I don't know why I'm not getting it. I need to get another guess open. Each blank paints its own individual pattern. Paints its own poison and what? It's like a Spinda, but maybe it's... No, that's not right. I was going to type Spidops, but that's not what I'm looking for. Again, I have nothing to guess, though. I just don't have a. Oh, it's graphite. Of course. My bad. My bad, brother. I thought we were talking about a different kind of beast. Fair enough. That was a bad performance for me, but then again, you're asking a lot. Okay, this is Kosola or Pugumuku? It's neither. This is what's his name? I can see him in my mind's eye. It's the pre-evolution of Avalog. What's his name? I literally I can see it. I'm picturing it right now, but I don't remember its name. This is not gonna help. Yeah, I know it's Ice type and Blue. I just literally have forgotten the name of the Pokemon. What's Avalog's pre-evolution? B. Thank you for that. We needed this. Bergmite. There we go. I should just start typing conjugations of iceberg. My bad, bro. It is never first to attack. This is like a Wynot, maybe a Wobbuffet. Yeah, one of the two. This is Panpour. Yes, I'm a Gen 5 through and through, man. Card is tricky because I just don't know cards, so I'm like, you know, I'm just guessing sort of randomly. It's a ghost type. Well, I mean, I guess, bro. Lampent. It's entirely hollow. Noir Dusclops. Yeah, well, it's Dusclops, bro. Dusclops has a lot of aura in the fight between Ash and the Battle Frontier fella. I don't remember the name. I need your assistance. You know, if you were there, you know, and I wasn't there, and I still know. But being there is a relative metric. By some metrics, I was there. T2 transported to Begonia. Popular movies, but you know what? Let's just not embarrass ourselves by doing this kind of thing. I think it's an important thing to know when to hit it and when to quit it. Daily me. Scrandal, bonus round. Red Lesterfield sausage roll looks banging, looks good, looks juicy, looks, you know, the pastry is pastrified. This looks like an embarrassment. Let's pick what we love. And it's more expensive to boot. Come on now, that's less disrespectful. Sausage roll with gravy. Did not need the gravy of the sausage roll. Maybe would have preferred a different type of thing. But this steak and cheese fried pie sandwich. It's a bit expensive and a lot of like. There's just normal bread as well, which is like okay. It's a pie sandwiches. Also, I should have just known that from seeing that. It would have been obvious that's not going to be successful. Katsu chicken with chips. We're stretching the definition of katsu. Cheeseburger with air fried fries. You don't need to just put air fried fries as like a negative, man. That's most of our fries these days, man. At home, at least. Salt spa sandwich, no price data, taken in the bathroom. Or blurry pulled pork baguette. Bread looks really hard. No price data on either of them. There's meat on this. I'm surprised that that's rated that highly. People put a lot of faith in the Brazilian cooks. Load of fries, quite good according to Submitter. Well, Submitter's the one who ate it, so I want to trust that vouch right there. That we're gonna vote against the lump. When in doubt, don't vote for the lump, even though I've eaten this kind of meal. But you can't have it with that kind of like dryness, you know. You need something. That's a good fucking like. As barbecue chicken pizzas go, I'm not sure what the coriander like strewn on top, sort of haphazardly, and the onion is like dubiously included. Could have been a bit better, but I mean, this is also good. You don't really. I mean, the fork is fine, I guess. Honestly, this is more of a chopsticks kind of meal. Fork would be harder to like pierce individual little bits, but the pizza looks damn good. I mean, is it like the best you're gonna get? No, but there maybe mince meat pie or chili dog with coleslaw and Aperol spirits. It's expensive, but it's a World Cup watch party. Like even for the World Cup watch party to get like half decent food and a drink. I mean, like whatever, man. It's expensive, but you went to a World Cup watch party and you're not gonna do too much with it. Homemade chicken curry with chips and what looks like a samosa. Punjab United. Interesting. Cyprus deep fried mince meat and onions. I mean, this looks good. This also looks good. But this is a meal and this is like cylinders, so it's kind of, the eyes playing tricks on you. Garlic fries and cheese pizza. Is the garlic in the room with us? I mean, well, I'm just gonna vote for this, even though it's indulgent as fuck. It's just better food, you know. At a certain point, like as long as it's not $100, you just pay it and eat it, and then like bitch about it later. But enjoy the food while you're there. You're only gonna be there once, or like multiple times over the course of a week. You know. Dude, pressing that mute button on my mic. They should. I don't know what the fuck people's deal is by making mute buttons non physical, making it like capacitive touch. Like, what the fuck is your problem? My buttons should be buttons. I should be able to press them and feel that they've been pressed on and off. Like, it's not so difficult, man. Anyway, breakfast box, bit dry. I will say, could do with some like gravy or some anything apart from the baked beans being the only source of liquid. Fish and chips looks okay. Really? I just don't think so, man. That's just my opinion. I will say. Okay, rattle me. I'm a fan of rattle. Loose. From loose to cannon. Hell yes. Drop a letter to misplaced. Lose. Sometimes these flow easily, and then sometimes I just like fuck it up. Change a letter to get a dinner course. To get a weapon. Hose. Lace. Okay, come on. So two letters to get part of a shoe. I got that right. I guess that laces, but change the letter to get a hmm. Sul. Cannon. To get a change one letter to get a weapon. Canyon, 100%. The Grand Canyon. It's a national park. I didn't know that. Grand. Hmm. Hmm. Green. That's real clever, man. Uh. Blue. I typed blue. I thought maybe I mistyped it. To act like the wind. Bowl. That's the only word. Um. Food is served in a bowl. Soup is served in a bowl. Oh, this is Seoul. Seoul. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Loose cannon made the handshake right there. Bang. Every so often we get that. See, it just feels so good. Sometimes you gotta do a bit of moving up, moving down, but that's fine. Daily homie, my friend. Par 14. Good to know. I don't usually pay attention to that kind of thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to close that just to immerse ourselves in this action. Ah, you fucked me. Oh, big time fucked me. Oh, can I restart? Oh, 14, you say? Okay, we got one little bit there. Oh, saved. Huge save. I need to like just barely touch this thing. Okay, well, mission succeeded, I suppose. Okay, mission actually kind of not so bad. Oh, we nearly one-shot that. That's nice, man. Um. Oh, sexo. Beautiful stuff. I'm just happy, man. Okay, catfishing to round this MF off. And with that, I have to whip out my phone because you know the deal. It's a caching syncing situation. Bang, bang. Catfishing. And here we go. Okay, 20th century Christians, South African male writers who died in the 70s by beating. Hmm. I'm gonna know the name, but I don't know the name by memory. I don't know the name. I was hoping I knew the name, to be honest with you. Oh well. Fictional assassins in video games. Austrian people clone characters. Immigrants to the US. Hitman franchise. Okay, well, they're Chinese and Colombian. I have to imagine that this is Agent 47. Yep, that's the one. They're everything. 1991 establishments and disestablishments in 2009 Brit pop. Quintet, is this Blur? Oasis. Okay, well, can't win them all. It was one or the other. Novels adapted into video games. Works by Lewis Carroll. Children's book set in fictional countries about talking animals. I assume this is Alice in Wonderland. Yes. I was wondering about the games part, but it's been adapted into everything, I suppose. That's what they were trying to say. Environmental ethics acronyms in the 1980s. Political pejoratives. Discrimination against the homeless. Environmental sayings and acronyms. Urban studies and plannings. I don't know. It's like, it's gonna have an E in it for environment, maybe. I don't know. Eco warrior. NIMBY. I guess that's environment, like the environment, not like I was thinking like recycling and stuff, but they meant more so the actual environment. Fair enough. I'm surprised that NIMBY is that like 1980s. It seems like it might have been an older one that got repurposed, but I thought maybe now you know what? Maybe it is just that old. It's 40 years at this point. Female suicides, 1963. Women American essayists, novelist winners with mood disorders from carbon monoxide poisoning. American woman diarists. Jane Austen? Sylvia Plath. I'm just thinking of names. I don't know Sylvia Plath. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've not heard any of these. Bo Goldman, Warner Brothers films about death and fishing. It's very specifically death and fishing. Disaster films based on actual events in this 2000s, in the 2000, literally. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Perfect Storm. Can't say I've heard of it. Russian warlords died in 2023. People of the Wagner Group. He's got a Medal of Sudan specifically. Is this that guy? You know what I mean? But that wasn't 2023, was it? Or was it the one that marched into Thingy Majiggy? The one when people were like, "There's gonna be a revolution," and then it was like, "There's no revolution." Mm, Perzogin or something. Okay, I was so close. I'm gonna give myself the point. I don't give a shit. I missed up the G and the Z. You know? I'm gonna give myself that one. I know my phone, I entered it correctly. Call it fraud if you want. I'm just happy to do it. Snow clones, arms industry, uh, war economy, the military industrial complex. I mean, I was close, but that's not the same thing. So, no. 19th century photography, photographic processes. This is a daguerreotype. Yes. One of those words that once you see it, you know it. There's pretty much no other words for it. Okay, they're giving Prigozhin. Of course, they're gonna give me Prigozhin. Come on, let's be for real. That puts me on the right side of the hump also, which is I'm always happy to be there. Yeah. Thank you for watching the dolls once again. Like, comment, subscribe if you're so inclined, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy.